Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to be studying a little bit about Wayne Thiebaud. He is an artist. He's an artist that uses cakes as his main subject. And he's got lots of dessert items here, and so we're going to get inspired by his colors and his subject matter to explore very important topics of value and color. Remember, when we take a color, we add white to it. That makes a tint, and we're going to be using loads of pastel tints today. And for the second part of our project, we will be focusing on pattern, but we're mainly today working on tint and drawing and beginning our painting. Okay, the first thing we're going to do on this white sheet of paper is we're going to practice so that we have an idea of what we're going to do. We're going to practice 3 easy desserts. Here we go. First one is ice cream cone. Boom. You got a triangle, and start adding the scoops. Fun. You could add a lot of scoops. You're gonna have a big piece of paper. You don't need to put details on today, but if you wanna give your ice cream cone a little stripes, that would be great. Second one is a cake. You draw an oval, draw a stick down, draw a stick down. Oops, that one's a little too long, but that's okay. We have an eraser for that, and we are practicing. A little curvy line, and then you make another curvy line. I'm not worried about erasing that right now, that little boo-boo, because I'm practicing. And then the last one we're gonna do is a cupcake. Make a zigzag line. There you go. Zoop. I want it to go like that. Then draw your lines down. That's the cupcake wrapper. Don't worry if it's not perfect, nothing ever is. And the first layer of frosting. And then maybe another layer of frosting. However you want to do it, experiment. You can save this paper and do whatever you want with it. I'm going to show you some examples after I get started here. So I've decided I'm gonna go with the cupcake because I've done the other ones. I'll show you those in a minute. Very easy. Triangle. Scoop. Another scoop. You wanna go for 3 scoops? Now, today, we're just going to paint this in. And then next class period, and here I have a little cupcake that I did. We're gonna use our oil pastels. And here's a cake that I did. And we're gonna use our oil pastels on that. So let's get to business. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start painting. Remember not to bang your brush and wipe it off. We want that brush to be nice and dry because this time we're using our liquid tempera paints. Here we go. Gonna make a nice brown. Oh, look how good and thick that paint is. We're trying a different brand of paint or a different style of Crayola paint. When I get to this little tippy tip part, if I can't get my brush to do it really gently, I can always switch to another brush, dry that off completely. A little tiny brush with little tiny fur, little hairs, boom. And making sure when we switch colors, we rinse really well in the bucket, and then we clean our brush. Let's see, I think I'd like blueberry flavor. Here we go. Let's see if we can get some blueberry flavor here. Yum. Oh, it's so nice and thick. We'll have such a good time with this paint today. Oopsie, little boo-boo there, but I'm just gonna smush it in and not worry about it. That happens to everybody when you get too close. All right, I'm gonna go for strawberry next time. Okay, I'll clean out my brush. Focus on that brush technique, drying it off, and let's get some strawberry ice cream. There we go. Or maybe it's raspberry. There you go. Any parts you can't get, you can always go back and get with your little brush. And then I'm gonna top it off with orange flavored ice cream. Yay, orange flavored ice cream. Clean my brush, wipe, and there we go. Yum, yum, yum. And that's a wrap until next time. This paint dries really beautifully. I'm very excited for us to have an opportunity to use it. Then I would just take it to the table, let it dry, and then next time we'll put the details on. All right, enjoy.